It is so much fun watching people come in and out of the photo booth. Usually people are not ready for the first strobe to fire, and so they're like, you know, either getting in position or they're talking to each other.
They're caught off guard and it's a very silly moment.
Just the very first one, it was like tapped my card and then it took the photo and I was like, oh my God.
2025 will be the 100th anniversary of the photo booth being invented in the US. I'm doing everything I can to make the photo booths last another 100 years.
So the analog photo booths themselves, they're quite rare. We know of fewer than 400 machines that exist, and only about 250 of them are actually operating, and that's in the whole world. It's really important to preserve the last of these photo booths that we have now, and there's sort of this new wave of interest that's making that possible.
The booth is very popular. It's now a tourist destination.
I found it on TikTok. TikTok, it was part of our 3-day New York itinerary. Why is it wet? I just don't understand how that happened.
I feel like most of the people using the booth are of a younger generation that didn't have these growing up, obviously, and so it's being able to experience something new, even though it's old. I mean, when it rains, people will wait in the rain.
Yeah, we've had the line up to an hour and a half.
I think there's something about like having a physical photo in your hand.
We do 400 to 700 photo strips a day.
It's all analog. There's, you know, electricity and relays and that kind of thing that operate the booth, but there's no computer. Some common problems that happen with these analog photo booths are paper jams, parts are malfunctioning, alignment issues, paper issues, heating issues, strobe flash unit issues.
It is the earliest selfie.
In 1925, Anatol Josepho, who was a Russian Jewish immigrant to the US, invented the first photo cabin as we know it today. It was called the photomaton. And he opened up a studio on Broadway in New York, and he launched this to massive success. These machines were very finicky to service, so in the early digital era, kind of very late 90s, early 2000s, these major photo booth companies were jumping at the gun to switch out these analog machines and replace them with digital ones. And with that, a lot of knowledge of how to service the photo booths died. It actually took like a generation of grassroots innovators, photographers to figure out how to use these machines from scratch by just reading old manuals and sharing bits of knowledge here and there. And they've been able to revive these machines, but they're not easy. It's a 70-year-old technology in most cases, in some cases older, and the parts are brittle and can break, and it's impossible to find replacements for them.
A lot of it looks like trash, but there's a lot of stuff in here that's going to be very useful to repair these booths.
I'd say most booths, even now, that are still running are Frankensteined with parts at this point. I found my first photo booth in a thrift store in Alabama for $200 in 2009. And I didn't know anything about it, but I was like, I have to have this. And then I finally found a Russian guy in New Jersey, and he offered to help me get it up and running. He thought I was crazy. I mean, I just literally would sit in his shop while he chain smoked, just watching him to figure anything out that I could. Now I'm at like 20 running on location, 9 in my garage, and about to acquire 20 more. I would say I probably have around 50 photo booths. When I got into the photo booth industry, it seemed like a lot of the booths were being sold to like celebrities and just rich people collecting dust in their house. And so my whole goal was really to get as many booths as I could and put them in places where anybody could use them. It's a love-hate I have for the influencers because I have invested like a decade of my life trying to like not let them die. But if it wasn't for them, like, I don't know, that analog would have survived. I don't think the paper crisis would have been resolved. The paper for decades for the photo booths was made in Russia, and when the Russian war started, no shipments from Russia were allowed into the US, and so we were cut off from the supply, and a lot of photo booth technicians went under. So I literally wrote to like every film lab in literally the world and was like, please save our small community. And when we found one that worked, it's not ideal, but it works, and it's our only option.
So this is a roll of paper from Eastern Europe. It used to be the best paper that you could get, and they sadly don't make it anymore. So we got about 50 strips left right here. These are our 8 photo booths that we got from Coney Island. They range from some 50 plus years old to 20 years old. And our plan is to slowly bring them back to life and restore them and put them out in the city. I think it's gonna take a while. They are in rough shape, if I'm being honest.
I feel like we really need photo booths again, like not to get too sentimental about it, but right now people are really looking for something to feel connected again. You have a private moment with yourself, or you go in with friends or family, and it's that connectedness that I think people are seeking.
One of the reasons I like to take photos in the photo booth is I feel like I'm always behind the camera, and it's a moment for me to be in front of the camera, and I'm definitely shy and introverted, so being able to like close the curtain and be in the photo booth and express myself is very special. There was a store that was going out of business, so I grabbed one of the mannequins and I let him have a little photo booth session.